I bought a historic farmhouse in the foothills of South Carolina back in 2017. The house was built in the late 1800s and came with 4 acres of overgrown land, including an old, stone-lined water well situated near the eastern edge of the property line, right where the pine forest begins. The well had been capped off with a heavy, solid oak lid and secured with rusted iron bolts decades ago. During my first summer there, I started noticing a strange acoustic anomaly. Whenever I worked out in the yard near the tree line, I would hear a faint echo. If I dropped a metal tool or slammed my truck door, a split second later, the exact same sound would echo back from the direction of the woods. That's normal for mountainous terrain, but this echo was different. It was slightly delayed, and the pitch was always just a tiny bit lower than the original sound. One afternoon, I was clearing away some thick briars near the old well when I accidentally struck a stone with my iron weed whacker. It made a loud, sharp ping sound. I paused, waiting for the echo from the trees. The echo didn't come from the trees. It came from directly inside the sealed well. A deep, hollow ping vibrated up through the old oak boards beneath my feet. Intrigued and a little unsettled, I went to my garage, grabbed a crowbar, and worked for 20 minutes to pry the rusted bolts off the wooden lid. I managed to slide the heavy oak cover back about 6 inches, exposing a dark, narrow gap into the abyss below. I dropped a small pebble into the opening and listened. I waited 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. No esplas. The well was incredibly deep or completely dry. I leaned over the gap and shouted, "Hello!" into the darkness. I waited. For almost 20 seconds, there was absolute silence. I was just about to slide the wooden cover back into place when the response came up from the dark. But it wasn't my voice echoing back. It was a completely different voice. Low, raspy, and mocking that whispered, "Hello? Back up to me." I froze. My heart dropped into my stomach. Hoping against hope that it was just a bizarre delay or a trick of the wind, I cleared my throat and called out, "Who's down there?" The response came instantly this time, but it didn't repeat my words. The voice from the deep well spoke in a clear, rhythmic chant, using my exact cadence. "The wood is dry. The well is deep. Unlock the door before you sleep." I slammed the oak lid back over the opening, grabbed my hammer, and drove 6 heavy steel spikes directly through the wood into the stone foundation, sealing it completely. I poured 2 bags of quick-setting concrete over the top for good measure. That was 3 years ago. I haven't heard the echo since, but every time it rains heavily, I can hear a faint, muffled thumping sound vibrating up through the floorboards of my bedroom, coming from the direction of the eastern woods. I'm putting the house on the market next month.